Can we just talk about how TexMex, like whatever you call it, is just a different way to fold a tortilla? They all have meat, they all have veg, they all have rice, they all have beans. Fold it in half, you get a taco. Roll it up, you get a burrito. Fry the burrito, you get a, what is it called? Chimney. I mean, bring it all separately and do it yourself. It's a fajita. Can we stop pretending that all these foods are different, please? It's the same f***ing thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, you know what it is. This is the High Level Podcast. We are back, episode 9. Now, last week, I told y'all I had something up the sleeve. What is up the sleeve is Vinnie P is joining me to co-host every other week. So we are back. This is Kyle and Vinnie today. What is happening, people?
Yo, what's good?
This is lit. I've been looking forward to this shit. I've been happy to bring this to the table for the fans of the High Level Podcast. Something to switch it up a little bit. Little guy power on here.
Yeah, buddy.
We're going to open this up today, I think, with a thread. We are going to start with, I thought this one was kind of funny. It's titled, I was selling elementary school kids drugs, ... kinda.
Kinda.
When I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, what are we talking about here? But it makes sense. So when I was in elementary school, my mom used to stock up on Super Dean Energy. I believe that's how you say it, right?
I guess.
I don't know.
Why not? Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard of this shit. But anyway, one day I tried it and it was like a citrus explosion in my mouth. Better than any orange juice I've ever had. Whether it was my young taste buds or the actual flavor, I was hooked. Fast forward to 5th grade, and Digimon Mania was sweeping through my school. The craze wasn't just about watching the anime. There was a sticker collection book you had to fill with stickers hidden underneath your yogurt lids. I feel like I remember this.
Yeah, for real.
I'm kind of remembering this. Being a massive Digimon fan, I knew every character, attack, evolution, and couldn't belt out the opening theme by heart. I just couldn't let it slide. But there was a hitch. My family was pretty humble, and splurging on mountains of yogurt wasn't an option. Asking my parents for extra cash was also out of the question. So I devised a plan. I started smuggling the Super Gene energy tablets in a 2-liter bottle to school, mixing up the magic potion in the bathroom, and selling cups of the orange juice to my classmates during recess. On my first day, the entire bottle was empty in 5 minutes flat. Business was booming. He said business is booming. And this dude's in 5th grade doing this. For a whole week, I ran my little enterprise under the radar. None of the teachers noticed except for the coolest one ever, my 4th grade teacher. R.I.P. You were the realist. He actually found my scheme hilarious, especially after I explained my Digimon sticker dilemma. My mom never caught on because she thought my dad was using the tablets too. But eventually, the jig was up. Kids were bouncing off the walls with energy, and teachers started asking questions. When they asked the kids what they had been snacking on, I realized, oh no, it's probably the juice I'm selling, so I decided to quit while I was ahead. In the end, I made enough money to almost complete my Digimon collection book. It wasn't about the money, though. The last few stickers were ultra rare, but hey, I gave it my best shot and had a blast doing it.
That's so funny, dude. He's just slinging.
He just slinging energy drinks to kids in 5th grade, like on the low, making money, buying yogurt. Not for the yogurt, but for the prize that comes with the yogurt, dude. Which is hilarious, because that reminds me, in high school, my boy Tyler used to bring in, like, he would have either, like, candy or it was mostly sodas, bro. He would go to, like, BJ's, buy cases of sodas, and then sell everybody cans of soda. This kid, like, he was always a hustler, bro. He always knew a way to make money, always had money, like, always was good with his money. And this man used to bring, like, all the good soda, the Baja Blast on deck, like, and it was one of them ones where when you got to school, like, you were butt rushing to see where Tyler was at because you didn't want him to sell out before lunch. Like, you wanted to buy 2-3 cans of Mountain Dew from the man. You'd be sitting in class, like, and the teacher'd be, like, looking. Oh, then you know what else that reminded me of a story in high school real quick? I found this water gun in, like, 10th grade. So I pick it up and I'm fucking squirting people with it, and I'm like, I smell alcohol. Like, I smell, like, smells like vodka. So I, like, smell the squirt gun, bro. There's vodka in it. And then, like, everyone around me that realized it was like, yo, So I'm in class like squirting motherfuckers with the vodka filled with squirt gun. And then the teacher was like, "Oh, like who's got the squirt gun? Like, we're not like bring that up here." I was like, "Oh no, miss, I'll put it away. Like, and I just slipped it into my bag. I'm like, I'm done, because I didn't want to get caught with it because no, the guy brought it. I just found it, started fucking around. But I don't know. That reminded me of that.
It's like when you go to the teppanyaki girls and they got the sake and you squirt it into your mouth, dude.
I'm about that, bro. I go forever.
Yeah, you see how long
They'd
you can
be
go.
looking at me like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, are you done? You done?"
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I took my son Carson to hibachi before. He was not with it, bro.
No?
He wasn't with it. He didn't like the fire and all the shit. I love it. Hibachi's fire.
One of my buddies is like that too. He's like, "Just serve me the food. Like, I don't need the show. Can I just get some good food, please?" I'm like, maybe everything all at once. They come in and bring in like the meat first, and then the veg, and then the rice, and then like.
He's like, "Bro, I'm just trying to eat.
Yeah.
Like,
And
feed
peace.
me." I saw this video of a dude that was doing hibachi, and he was like flipping the egg, and he did something, and he was like, "Kobe." And
Saw that.
You saw that
Yeah.
one? Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I was like, all right, this guy's cultured as shit. I like this guy.
Dude, and that lady got pissed at him.
Yeah, she was like pulling a race card
Yeah.
type shit. It's like, come on.
Kinda ridiculous.
Guy's having fun. Like, everybody who ever shot anything anywhere has said Kobe.
Literally.
Like, stop playing.
Literally.
Black, white, and everything in between.
Yeah, for real.
Kobe. What's up for Black Mamba?
Watch what this character does to ruin the fun.
R.I.P.
You gotta bring the black man into this.
Say what?
You gotta bring the black man into this.
Black man, what? And me?
Come on, Kobe.
Yeah, Black Mamba.
That was his nickname.
Funny, harmless stuff, right? Well,
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, leave him alone.
No. When you make a shot, you say Kobe, because that's for him.
instead of just stopping and taking the L, she continues.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said one time for Black Mamba, R.I.P.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone was like slinging over the counter drugs in my middle school. Maybe I just wasn't with that crew.
Kids were busting plate, like, at least weed in school.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
a bunch,
for
you know,
sure.
it was, and I have some great high school stories today. So another one was me and one of my best friends. Well, you know, JT.
Yeah.
And you might have even heard this story at some point over the years, but we were in high school and me and him had threw down on, like, I don't know, it was probably like a half ounce or something. I don't know if it was like a long weekend and whatever it may be. So we're sitting again, actually in Spanish class, but this time this was senior year.
Yeah.
And they had like the random, you know how they just bring the dogs in randomly at school. Like,
Yeah.
so the guy comes in with the dog, and we all got up, and me and JT like talking to each other on the way out, like, yo, like if we get caught, like we're going down together. Like I'm not gonna let, if it's yours, it's mine. We, you know,
Right.
dude, tell me how we're sitting out there, we're shitting ourselves. We're
Yeah.
like, oh no,
I bet, dude.
oh
I
no. The guy comes in with the back out with the backpack. Whose bag is this? And JT's like, oh, it's mine. He's like, oh, sorry, the dog ate the Pop-Tart that was in your backpack. I just wanted to let you know. And, like, handed him the backpack and, like, kept it pushing. And me and him were just looking, like, he looks in the bag, everything's still in there. And either the cop was just like, or the dog really just, like,
Yeah, right.
wasn't trained as well as it should have been. Something, but I'll never, ever forget that because it's like, when would you ever get away with that? Like, you have a dog there smelling for drugs.
Literally,
like,
yeah. Well, I guess that's a play. If you're going to take a flight, pack a bag of Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
And be good to go.
So yeah, guys, today we want to talk about something that, again, I think is super relatable for mostly everyone because we all have these things that grind our gears, if you will, on some Peter Griffin shit. And I really wanted to just sit here and kind of bullshit about some of these like small inconveniences in life that really fucking grind your gears, and then also to counterbalance that, like those small dubs that you
Yep,
get in life. So I don't know, you have something in mind you wanna kick it off with?
Sure. Dude, something that really, really pisses me off is when you're parking and someone will like pull up next to you and wait for you to pull out of your parking spot so they can have that spot.
Yeah.
Even when there's a sea of parking spots available.
You mean like when you're at the mall or something?
Yeah, it happens all the time at Market Basket.
You know
dude.
what? When people are waiting for me, I'll like have my foot on the brake, not put it in so they see
Yep.
the brake lights, and I'll sit there.
Oh, dude, I put it in reverse so they see the reverse lights.
Yes.
Make them wait even longer. They
Yeah,
just don't
exactly.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that grinds my gears.
Dude, that one's the worst.
The one that gets me and it's kind of similar, is when like you're at a grocery store and it's full and you see that one spot and you're like, word, I'm gonna squeeze in right here, I don't have to walk far. You go to swing in, fucking cart sitting there.
Yep.
Oh.
Or do when people are just like speed racing through there, and then like you're pulling a corner, you're just going straight, and they look at you like you're the asshole.
Oh no, when you go
It's
to
like-
back out and they're walking right behind your car, and then they look at you like you're the asshole. Like, bitch, you just walked out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't have a backup cam, you'd be dead.
And it's the same person that probably doesn't put their fucking card away either. Oh, that's the worst.
And I've said it before on this pod. Shout out my boy Jonah, who goes out of his way to constantly make these snap stories
does
of
he?
him putting the carts away and making points of like making the whole point in different various
Right.
ways. And my buddy John, who was on the pod before, I forget what episode now because we're racking them up here. But no, he'll purposely like bring it in like where you're supposed to put it in. He'll like hit the bar and leave it dead center, and then send that snap to Jonah just to piss him off. It's great. Well, another like one that grinds my gears is when people are going to take a left, but they go right to go left, so like you can't go around them. Why? Why do you do that? Why?
People going wide.
Why are you gonna go wide right when all you have to do is like slowly roll to your stop, go left when you can. When the car's not coming, you go. Why is it that hard? You gotta go around this way so that I can't go around.
Yeah.
You know? Come on.
Obnoxious. I was going around someone back when we were working at Polcari's. You know the was it like a 7-Eleven across the way there?
Yeah. It used to be a white hen.
Yeah,
Throwback.
Maybe it was a white hen. But I was driving Kel's car one day and I was trying to go around someone, and someone pulled out of that 7-Eleven and I smashed him, dude.
No. While you were on break?
Yeah. Was I on break?
no.
Was I on break? Maybe it was the end of the shift. I forget, but yeah, it was.
Oh,
it was brutal.
man.
I forget who was with us too, but it was us and someone else. It was so funny.
The only accident I've been in where I was driving, I hit a parked car, like going like 40. Yeah, I passed out behind the wheel.
Oh,
It was
that's
like
not
first,
good.
I was on my way to Bulgaria's.
that's not good.
First thing in the morning for a morning shift. And honestly, I didn't pass out. I dazed out. I was watching a plane because like when you come in to the Revere side of Winthrop through Shore Drive, you can see the Boston skyline beautifully, and you see the planes coming in and out too. So I'm watching the plane, and I came to. I went to go say, "Oh fuck!" Didn't even have time to hit the brake, bro. Boom!
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
Crazy.
not good.
What else grinds your gears, buddy?
Dude, it really bothers me when people critique like servers and stuff in restaurants, especially if they've never worked in one.
If
That's
you've
the
never
thing.
done it, if you've never done it, shut the fuck up.
Seriously.
Because
it's
this
like, dude, I've been here
industry's
for
hard.
5 minutes. I haven't even got my water yet. It's like, well, dude, like,
Full
hey,
restaurant.
You even gonna drink it, first of all, and like, second of all, you're only bitching about it because they didn't do it. Like, if they brought it, you'd just be looking at it the whole time. But yeah, just that really bothers me, and I'll just throw in also the non-tipping population out there. You suck
Yeah,
if you don't
don't
tip.
do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I've never been a server. I've been in the, I'm a chef, so I've been in the industry. Never on that side. I've had small training in front of the house. Like I could do it.
Yeah.
I know how it works. Man, if you don't tip, like if you genuinely, all right, here's my thing. If you had a great experience with your waiter or waitress, but your food was shit, you still have to tip
Yeah, of course.
your waiter.
Yeah,
Like
of
at
course.
least 20% always. Like you don't have to go do the most, and like some people can. Like if you can do it because this is this people's livelihood, but it's not your server's fault that you had a bad experience with food or bad experience with drinks. Like they're just there to bring you those things. If they didn't meet your standard, that's not your server's fault. However, if you did have a shit experience with a server, like they were just like being rude and disrespectful, like that's a different story.
Definitely
You
different.
speak to a manager,
Yeah.
and if anything, like instead of leaving 20, you leave 10. Like to leave nothing, you can't do that.
Yeah, just don't go out. I mean,
Shit, what else grinds my gears? You know what grinds my gears? And I apologize to all the female population when I say this. Clean your fucking hair out of the drain, bro. I swear. Yeah. And listen, and women would say the same thing. Oh, man, you guys leave hair everywhere. You shave in the sink, whatever. You know what? Fair play. If you're sharing a bathroom with a woman, you both have to keep it clean. I have my own bathroom off of my room. So if I want to leave my beard hairs everywhere and my freaking ass hair in the shower, let me do it. However, when you shower, that happens, I don't clog the drain with my ass hairs.
It goes down the drain.
You know what I'm saying?
Little
Your hair just gets all clumped up and I'm backed up, and then I'm standing in, 6 inches of water in the shower, bro. Come out with prune feet.
Dude, you think it's just... These chicks are out here, like, grabbing it and making designs on the wall and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
like,
the worst.
dude, sticking it up there and shit.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
That bothers me.
Don't do that.
And you know what? I know we do a million things that bother me, burping and farting and doing all this shit, but
Leaving the
like...
seat up.
Yeah, but, who doesn't look? You don't look before you sit down. That's always my argument.
It's true. You should be. That's just safety.
See, I like this because normally I'm here with Rayna and I have to, like... don't want to do battle of the sexes all the time, so now I'm here with a guy and it's just like, we're gonna shit on females. Nah, just kidding, guys. We don't do that.
No, not at all. But yeah, no, that's definitely annoying and gross to a certain extent, I would argue.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I try and I don't harp, like, especially Rayna. I don't harp on Rayna about it because
pick your battles.
Why would
dude.
I? Yeah, of course.
Can we just talk about how no one talks about how Tex-Mex, like, whatever you call it, is just a different way to fold a tortilla? Like, they all have meat, they all have veg, they all have rice, they all have beans. Fold it in half, you get a taco. Roll it up, you get a burrito. Fry the burrito, you get a, what is it called? Chimmy, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, bring it all separately and do it yourself. It's a fajita. Like, can we stop pretending that all these foods are different, please? It's the same fucking thing.
Yo, I love how that's what grind jig is. Oh, shit.
I mean, tell me no.
No, I agree. I mean, and I don't like this whole, like, Tex-Mex thing, like, or restaurants that are like, oh, a Tex-Mex, and then half the menu is, like, burgers with, like, queso
Avocado
on it, bro.
Yeah, right,
like, no, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want American Mexican food, like, at all.
Yeah, no.
I want a Mexican food. I want, like, I want Jamaican food. Right. Fuck everything else. You ever have Jamaican food from, like, the hood, bro?
I haven't. No.
Oh, man. Rayna came home with this plate of jerk chicken and shit one time, and she's like, oh, baby, you want a bite? I took a bite. I looked at her. I'm like, how you gonna come home with this food, like, and not bring me a plate of food? Like, how dare you? This food's phenomenal.
We went to New Mexico for a buddy's wedding, and the Mexican food out there was so bomb.
Really?
Like, yeah, super authentic.
I bet,
It
yeah,
was
because
so
it's right
good.
down over there.
Yeah, I mean,
by real Mexico.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
By big Mexico.
New Mexico.
Old Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what grinds my gears? When people, like, that awkward, like, when you first meet someone, you go to shake and they go to dap, or like, should I hug you? Like, I hate that
it's so
awkward
awkward,
moment,
dude.
because, like, me, I'm just gonna like, especially when it's like one of your boys and it's just out of nowhere. Like, perfect example. The other day I was chilling with my stepbrother, and he was here. We were chilling. He went to go leave, and, like, we always hug. But I went to go, like, you know how you do like a dap real quick and then you give, like, a bro hug? Mm-hmm. I went to go, like, dap and bro hug him, and it was like, oh, that's what, and it was like, and it felt awkward.
You
when
guys
it
have probably
shouldn't,
done that
because
100 million
I
times.
know, and, like, it just felt awkward because it was like, oh, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely awkward as fuck. Did you ever have junior boys ever make handshakes back in the day?
Oh, bro, we got TJ, I love you. If you're listening, watching, you know what our handshake is. We've had this since, what, 8th grade maybe?
Yeah.
The same shake, bro. It's clean. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice. Clean. Yeah, we have a couple that our group rolls with. It's wicked funny because we all know it. It's like second nature, dude.
Brother, all the bros. Yo, shout out. This is a bro-isode today, man. Shout out the bros.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, we got our handshake from our older siblings and their friends. It's the corniest shit, but it was so funny, dude. Because, like, we'd all see them do it and then just jack it from them.
Yeah. I think everyone at one point has, like, jacked an older sibling, cousin, yeah, like your aunt and uncle. I don't know.
Jack.
See, it was cool for me because all my aunts and uncles were, like, pretty young. So it was, like, not chilling, like, awkwardly with a bunch of old people. Like, I'd be chilling at all the, like, cookouts and house parties with, like, everyone drinking, smoke, whatever. Like, maybe not the best thing in the world, but, like, still. So it was cool.
Yeah.
You know what grinds my gears, man?
What?
And you know what? This is, like, a downfall of Boston shit right here. People go to the Garden, they go to Fenway, all these places, and they piss like animals, bro. Like it's disgusting, bro. Like I went to Disney on Ice with my kids, and the Garden, you went to the bathroom, pristine, bro. All these like white rich people that buy the friggin' right up front tickets for their kids, like keep everything prim and proper. You go to the Garden during a Bruins game, Seas game.
It's like they're handing out blindfolds at the door before you go in.
It's disgusting. Like, it's repelling, bro. I'm sitting there, I'm smelling another man's piss.
Dude, the Red Sox is the worst.
Oh, yeah, Fenway, yeah,
the Red
Fenway.
Sox, Fenway is the absolute worst. That, like, literally is the definition of, like, a disgusting public bathroom.
Yeah, it's foul. I don't know, that grinds my gears. Because, like, I get it, you're drunk, you might dribble, you might, like, but, like, you can tell you motherfuckers are out here peeing on the wall. Like, you're seeing how far you can aim. Oh, can I hit that? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
And speaking of the Garden, Celtics play tonight.
Yeah, buddy. Game 3.
Celtics, I don't think they're going to sweep. It'll be a gentleman's sweep. I just want to throw this in the mix because I'm amped.
Yeah, I was listening to the Hub on the way here, and they were saying how Indy might be a little down and out. And playing at home, you know, a cornered dog, as they say.
If they can get, I don't know if Halliburton, how long he's out for, but that's like their main guy.
Yep.
And if they don't have the main guy, I don't know. But, you know, JT needs to really figure out who he's going to be, like what his identity is, because he's obviously not the kind of player, and I'm not trying to shit on him, he's a great player, but he just doesn't have the dog in him.
Yeah.
Like, JB took over 40-point game. Jaylen Brown can put it on his back and, like, perform and bring shit to the table, where JT just, like, crumbles. Like, he'll have a phenomenal season. Playoffs come, what happens, bro?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, he's still putting up like 20, 25-point games, and that's great.
Yeah.
But we need you to have like 30, 40-point games in the playoffs, bro, and especially prove to everyone that you're that guy.
Right.
Because right now you're not that guy.
Yeah.
JB's that guy, in my opinion, anyways.
Yeah. You know, it'll be interesting. I'm definitely gonna watch it tonight. Let's see how it shakes out.
I think. Oh, and Dallas is up 2-0
2-0
in their series
Did you
on
see that?
Timberwolves.
Did you
bro.
see the game-winning 3? What's his
Yo,
face?
Luka Doncic, bro.
Yeah.
He said, "You can't fucking guard me."
Nuts, dude.
Oh, yeah. He's got an ugly shot, but it goes in.
They were down for the whole game too, until like what mid third,
Yeah,
and then there was
yep.
just trading back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, that was a good game. I don't know. I kind of I wanted the Timberwolves to win, but I kind of want Dallas to win. I'd love to see the Celtics have to school Kyrie and send him home.
That'd be dope.
You know, had to see how I worked my little sport take in there today. You see how I weaseled it in.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know. Do you want to go the small dubs now in life?
We can do the small dubs.
Do the little counter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with an obvious one, and I guess I'll start with another driving one. When you hit the green lights, dude,
Oh,
that's like magic.
like after a long day of work,
Yeah.
you just want to go home.
Yeah. And even speaking of which, that's funny you say that, because another one that I had was when you get home at the time you were supposed to get out of work.
Yeah,
That
I
is
love
like,
that. That happens to
God,
me
dude.
often.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
it
great.
does, no, it does, and like I love it too because I got to get home for the dog,
Yeah.
so it like makes me feel much better.
Yeah, I bet.
I think a small dub for me, and this happens like once in a blue moon, and it's usually when I do my laundry and Rayna's laundry. You find money in the dryer.
That's the best.
And like, you don't say nothing to nobody. It doesn't matter how much money it is.
it's free
If
money.
you snooze, you lose, bro. In the
free
pocket.
money,
You know
yeah.
how many times I've got... Sorry, Rayna, I know you're going to listen and watch and hear this, but I've gotten you a lot over the past, like, almost 3 years that we've been together.
She's gonna be like, that's fine, keep doing my
You
laundry.
get got, and half the time, you never know. And now you do, and I just expose
Yeah, you
myself,
just-
but, hey,
What's the biggest-
you know the rules.
What's the biggest rake you ever got?
What's the biggest one I've ever got?
Yeah.
A 50.
No way.
$50
Have you
bill.
really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that wasn't from Rayna. That was from when like I was still living at home with my dad and stuff.
Yeah,
that must
that's
have been from my dad.
That's what he's telling you right
I
now.
got him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's $50
Yeah,
bill. That's pretty
I
solid.
mean, I'll take it,
That's
bro.
pretty solid.
There's not much change in the couch, but you can check the dryer every now and
Yeah, I
then.
mean, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a little win finding any extra, like, change. Buck on the ground or something like that. That's dope.
Yep, that's
great.
a small, great victory in life.
Yeah.
I got one. Small victory when you actually poach the perfect egg. Like, but during like business, like at Dell's, we used to do like Father's Day, Mother's Day, we would do brunch. And dude, I'd have a rondo, huge rondo, like with simmer and water doing poached eggs.
Nice.
And getting like the perfect poached egg in volume isn't always the easiest thing. So to me, like that's actually a big victory in life for me right there.
That's like one of the hardest ways you can cook an egg, isn't it?
I mean, it's pretty
hard,
easy, but it's also like it's all about timing.
Yeah.
Like literally, the water has to be like at the brink of boiling, but not boiling.
Gotcha.
And you have to drop it for like 90 seconds
tough, yeah.
on the dot and pull it out.
Yeah.
Drain it well. Yeah. So I
breaking
don't
it.
know. There's a little foodie one for you.
Yeah, no, I would say, so not like a tiny win for me, but in the grand scheme of things. So yesterday I fixed my sink at my house. It was like a leaky faucet sink. I suck at home repairs. Like I can hardly hang a picture.
Be on YouTube.
So like I went to Home Depot, got the part, swapped it out. It's been leaking for 3 years. It took me 4 hours to fix it. And if I hired someone, it could have been fixed in maybe 20 minutes.
Dub.
Yeah. But no, I did it myself. And that was a friggin' win.
Facts.
For sure, dude. So little home repairs that you don't know how to do, when you get them done, it's a
Those
great
are the
win.
small victories right there, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Small victory is, and this is like so foul because it's like a victory in a shiesty way, is like when you're walking your dog in public, but they shit in a place, like say he Cedar loves to like make his way to a middle of a bush and take a shit. To me, I'm not picking that shit up because if you can't see it and it's stuck in that bush, I'm leaving as far as, and sometimes I even get like, in case anyone is watching me, I'll pull a bag out and like act like I'm picking up shit and then tie the bag and like carry it home with me because I feel foul for it.
You know
but
what I
that's
never
a victory.
got? You know what I never got is why people bag up the shit and then throw the bag on the ground. It makes no sense.
That's a grind my gears.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
that is foul. You guys suck, especially over here, like what you seen when I walk Cedar over here. Man, these people like, and there's a dude with a bull mastiff that walks through.
Big shits.
Massive shits, and this dude doesn't pick it up, and he definitely doesn't even have bags with him. You could tell, bro. He walks around empty-handed.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Maybe he just picks it up with his hands.
Oh, you couldn't pay me. Oh, no.
I would say, it's a tiny win. So I vape, as do you.
Yes, sir.
But I don't do the disposable ones. So when my vape is like fully charged and I'm not expecting it, or like any electronic, when you go to use it and it's like ready to go, that's a great feeling.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah.
Because
Or when you hit the dispensary and say you got like 5, 6, I don't know, call it 5 to 10 pre-rolls anywhere in there. Like you're splurging, you're getting it for the week, whatever. And every one of them burns perfectly. Like, you know how sometimes they boat and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, man, when you get them shits and they burn, they hit, and you can put it out and relight it and it still hits. You get those perfect pre-rolls, which is like super rare.
super rare, yeah.
But it's happened to me before. I bought like 5 of them and all 5 of them were perfect. So
Yeah, the place I go to, they have a couple different ways you can buy halfies. So for a time I was buying like the shake because it was wicked cheap. And one day I bought the shake and it was a jar full of nugs. And I was, I was like, dude,
that's
what
a
up?
dub.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yes,
that was
sir.
Great.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. See, we are the high level podcast, and it would be cool to have a high level sponsor. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. that
One
would be
day.
good. Yeah.
You know, when we get more subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah. Do that. Hit that button.
Hit that button, guys.
Hit the bell.
See how I squeezed that in there? We did. You know, we actually went up. From the last episode, I asked people, like, we want to run up the subs, and we got 3 more.
There you go.
Small
There you go.
victories in life right
Small
there.
victories, 3
That's one
subs.
for me, is getting subs and seeing these numbers grow. So if you guys are tuning in, the High Level Podcast on YouTube, hit that sub button, share it, like it, comment, interact with us. We love the feedback. We love hearing about things that we miss, guys. That's a big one. Things you guys want to hear about on the pod, anything we missed. Slide in the DMs, man. Let us know, because we love the feedback. So, also, we are on all audio platforms as well. So, if you're a listener of the pod and you're not a watcher of the pod,
That's right.
the High Level Podcast, wanted to throw that in as I always do.
Yep. And we've been putting out more shorts too. So if you don't
Yes.
want to share like a full hour-long episode, grab a short.
Yeah,
Throw
hit,
it out.
hit the short, guys. They've actually, I'm very impressed and happy with the progress of the shorts in such a short amount of time. It's crazy how many more people sit there and scroll through shorts than anything. So yeah, we do. I'm trying to post more. We also, you guys can follow us on Instagram as well. At the High Level Podcast. That's one I keep forgetting to tell you guys about. We do have an Insta, so there's a lot of good shorts I'm throwing up. I'm trying to throw up like 2 to 3 a day, sitting on a good amount of footage now.
Yep.
Yeah. So let us know. The feedback's great.
Yeah.
With that being said, I want to do a few threads. So, who just walked out of a job in the middle of the day with no notice? What was the breaking point that made you do so?
I've definitely left a job in spectacular fashion. But have I walked out?
I haven't walked out like mid shift. I've always finished a shift.
Dude, who was the fucking kid at Polcari's that was like, I'm going to take a shit, and he never came back?
Never came back.
Do you
Oh
remember
yeah,
that?
I do remember that, but I don't remember what his name was. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I got to shit. I'll be right back.
Kid never came back.
Never.
No, I don't know if I ever walked out, dude. That,
Me
honestly,
either.
not my style. Not
Nah,
my style.
I'd
I'd rather go out with a F you, you're cool, and F you, I'm out, than to just like walk out.
Yeah, not say nothing. Everyone's like, yo, where the fuck is this guy? And then everyone's blowing up your phone for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where
screw
is
that.
he? You coming back?
Yeah, forget
You know what I mean?
that. No way.
I think the worst, like, I've never walked out like mid shift, like I said, the most times, and I've quit a few jobs. I'm not gonna lie, some of the best jobs I've had, well, at one point were the best job that turned to shit. I've definitely left and like always finished a shift, but never came back, never gave a notice, just like ghost everyone, because like when you feel disrespected or you feel like you know you're getting your chain pulled, it's just not worth it, man.
No, not at all.
Because you know your peace of mind, and there's always in my industry there's always someone looking for a chef, a cook, or something. Even if it was a dishwasher, if I really had to wash dishes for a living, I'd wash dishes for a living. Like, you know.
Dude, people are always willing to pay someone for something they don't want to do themselves. So like, you
100%.
shouldn't be putting yourself in a situation where like you've gotten to the point where you're ready to just throw your arms up and bounce. That's for sure.
Well, you do it for so long until you actually know what your worth is and what you can bring to the table.
Yeah.
And once you do, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I did that. I'm not even going to name drop the places because I don't want to go there. But the places that I did do that, it was deserved. Like, and I've had some longevity, did a lot of great things there. And, like, I still go there and, like, get mad love at these places still. Like, get hooked up and stuff. So, like, it is what it is. That's just part of life. So yeah, no, never mid.
I did work at a place. I was pretty close once because I worked at a place when I was in college. I was working at a donut shop, and the guy would just always. I was doing like dishwashing and taking out the trash and like that kind of stuff. And when I tell you, my hands would be in a trash barrel and I'd be tying the bag, and this guy would come up to me and be like, "Don't forget to take the trash out." It's like, bro, you've got to be kidding me. Like, are we playing this game
Like,
right
really?
now? Like, yeah, do you not see me doing it?
Is the
Like,
sky blue?
yeah, like, okay, I guess I'll just stop taking the trash out so I can go take the trash out. Like, I don't get it, but whatever.
Did I miss a barrel? What are you trying to say?
But, yeah.
Shit. I like this one too. What little thing happened to you that is just stuck in the back of your head forever? Could be anything, like, to specify anything, like random, funny, bad, anywhere in between.
I will say the one thing, dude, when I was young, we used to go fishing in the Cape, and I had a line,
Oh, you hooked yourself, didn't you?
of course. So I'm like whipping it out, and I throw it, and it just goes up and comes right back down and hits my finger, like right into it. We were close, so we like called my grandfather, and he comes to pick us up, and I get in the truck, and he smacks me upside the head. And he was like, "You idiot! Like, what are you doing
Sounds like
fishing
my
like that?"
grandfather,
Yeah.
yeah.
So dude, I'll never forget that ever,
man.
ever. And my family were like, we weren't the type to put hands on each other, but he was like an old school Greek guy, so
Yeah,
it was.
You got the boop.
Yeah, I got a quick little.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, it's wicked funny.
Mine actually had to do with my grandfather too. So I was up in Maine when my, I think I was living there at this point. Like whenever I talk about Mechanic Falls, Maine on the pod, that's what I'm talking about. I lived with my grandparents for a few years, and we were out back splitting wood. So he's on one end, loading the wood, and it's coming at me, and have you ever seen a wood splitter?
Yeah.
It literally just the axe.
It's like a piston.
And it just pushes right over. So I'm guiding, and I don't know. I'm young. I'm too young to be out splitting wood. I'm probably like 8 years old, 7, 8 years old.
Way too young.
You know what I mean?
Split
And like,
you.
he had me doing I know how to do all kinds of shit now because my papa, I love. All right, rest in peace, papa. I love you. So I'm guiding whatever, and I don't know, I must have just like seen something, I don't know, whatever, and I stopped paying attention. The second I stopped paying attention, bro, my thumb got stuck right between the log and the fucking wood splitter, and it kept coming, like, it could have almost cut my thumb off. No. However, I was like, Papa, wait, and like he backed it off, and luckily all it did was like turn my whole fingernail purple, and he was like, that's why you fucking pay attention, what are you, stupid? I'm like, oh man. So that's always in the back of my mind. Like, forever, dude.
So funny.
Oh.
We both had fucked up fingers and got reprimanded by our grandfathers.
I've never hooked
never
myself,
forget that.
though.
You haven't?
I've done
it a couple times. It's not as bad as you think. It definitely sucks.
Well, I've hooked clothing. Like,
Yeah,
I've
that's
gone
fine.
back and like
Yeah,
hooked
yeah.
my hood on a hoodie or something, but never my skin ever. Nah, fuck that. All right, so here's a funny one. I don't know. You know me. I always somehow find the stupid raunchy ones,
We got a booty one?
It's the best. This is a bro one.
Oh, nice.
Is it possible that I pulled a muscle in my penis? I'm too embarrassed to ask my doctor because I'm afraid this might be a stupid question. But for background, the fella at the urinal next to me sounded like he was spraying an absolute fire hydrant. I mean, so strong that I could see his pee splattering off the ceramic urinal. My stream was only a weak dribble that was quite frankly embarrassing. I can only imagine how he must have been thinking about how weak of a man I am. So of course I tried to defend my honor and match him by strengthening my own stream, but I think I may have overexerted myself. Ever since I've had pain in my crotch that's made walking and urinating uncomfortable.
Bro, how hard are you pushing your pee?
Not only that, but like, you're really that worried what next man that's
real.
pissing next to you cares how your stream sounds, bro? You know how many times I've dribbled and like not had a powerful peeing next to someone and not been worried about it?
I think you shouldn't be worrying about the other
Like,
person's.
I get it. It's hard to pee next to somebody, and like when you're at the garden, a bunch of drunk people and stuff, and at the garden, dude, they have the clear dividers, so you can just turn and see someone's hog.
I was gonna say, was this guy like writing this from the garden?
Unless you were, if you were in the garden, then that's understandable because the next man was probably like, "Wow, buddy,
Does
yo,
Fenway
this
have
guy."
the troughs? Does Fenway still have the troughs?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't been to Fenway in a few
That sure was
3
disgusting.
years, unfortunately. Wow, I don't want to admit that, but it's true. Wow, but why? Like, I don't think you can. Can you pull a muscle in your penis?
I don't know, but then he like notices the guy peeing, and then he tries to impress him.
I know.
By having a stronger flow.
This guy
too.
might be like trying to see what's up with his sexuality, which is fine. But
Well, it's not fine if he's pulling his dick
if
muscle.
you're pulling your dick muscle, you ain't gonna explore nothing.
Definitely
But the
not.
hospital.
That's what he goes. I'm too embarrassed to ask my doctor, so I'm gonna go to Reddit. And
Yeah,
ask everyone in
let
the
me hit
world.
Reddit and get and see what everyone has to say. I accidentally joined a secret society and now I'm their leader. Last Thursday, I was late for my night class, juggling coffee, my backpack, and a stack of papers. I dashed into a lecture hall, sat down, and tried to catch my breath. 5 minutes in, I realized something was off. The professor was talking about ancient rituals and secret handshakes instead of calculus. I'd walked into a meeting of the Order of the Eclipsed Moon, a secret society on campus. Embarrassed, I tried to leave, but they thought my frantic attempt was enthusiasm. The leader, an intense guy with round glasses, welcomed me with a smile and started asking me about my mission. Panicking, I made up nonsense about uniting different fractions of the group. To my horror, they loved it. They said I had the vision. Suddenly, I was elected as their new Grand Master. Now my Thursday nights are filled with discussions on ancient prophecies and organizing midnight ceremonies. I've learned more about obscure rituals than I ever wanted to know, and I still haven't made it to my calculus class. The worst part, they're planning a big event next month, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But hey, At least I got free snacks and some pretty cool robes.
Dude, I was gonna say sign me up, dude.
Sounds pretty wavy. Like if
sick.
you're getting credit towards your degree, like for that, then like shut your mouth
That's the
and
best
do your thing.
that's like the best accident you could ever fall into.
Like yeah, I mean, as long as you're not doing like no like human sacrifice or sacrificing like a pig or something. Like if you're just
Doing
chilling,
handshakes and shit.
Yeah, I mean, and for
Seems
college
alright.
credit,
It's pretty
sounds
solid.
pretty cool.
Where do we sign up?
It's a pretty cool one,
Accepting new leaders?
right? Where y'all at? I love this. This one's good. So this one is gonna also involve reading comments.
Okay.
Worst answers to what are your intentions with my daughter?
Worst answers?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go in a lot of directions with that one. I can think of a lot of really bad things to say to someone.
I'm not taking one day off until you have a grandson.
I joke around with Kel all the time about how her dad never, I never had to give her dad a goat to trade for her. And it was just like a one-sided deal.
You get one goat. Yeah. Oh, this one's funny. With all due respect, the Gluck Gluck 9000.
Oh my God, that's so fucked.
This is technically 3 words. How about pump and dump? People are foul. This one said just plain and simple butt stuff. But what are your intentions with my daughter, young man?
What stuff?
Sir? Butt stuff.
Stuff.
Wow. Bend over and I'll show you.
Oh my God, that is great. So
Better than none.
I thought this was kind of interesting. It's definitely not raunchy, but it's a am I the asshole?
Oh, I like to be on the other side of this. Go for it.
Dude, and I thought this might actually tickle your fancy a little bit. So am I
Tickle my fancy then.
am I the asshole for not wanting to pay for my son's wedding?
Oh.
Basically, it's a pretty lengthy story, and I can get it on the screen so you guys can read it. But basically, this guy's son is marrying a chick, and no one in the family likes her. The mom doesn't like her, the brothers don't like her, the dad hates her, everyone hates her because she's a cheating, lying whore, essentially, is how he explains it.
Scheist.
The dad's paid for the siblings' wedding. The dad's paid for the siblings' house. But he tells this kid, find a new wife or I'm not paying for it.
Wow.
Is he the asshole?
The dad?
Yeah.
Kind of. Like I don't know. I don't know. It depends on like who you are as like I don't know. Like I guess yes, because it shouldn't matter if it makes your daughter happy or son whatever happy. Then fuck it, pay for it because you did it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Like you can't dictate who your child wants to spend the rest of their life. You know how many? Never mind. Never mind. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of similar. It's like, dude, you're either going to pay for it because you're a good person or you're not going to pay for it because you're not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be, like, stipulations to it.
No, of course not. And it's like, you know, if you can do one of them ones where it's like, I'm going to pay for this and then don't expect me to do, like, another thing for that woman ever again. Like, she ain't, like, even if you want to get shiesty, like, she ain't allowed here. Like, I'm going to do this one thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I saw another interesting question while I was looking for some today.
Okay.
If you could implant a fake memory into everybody in the world, what would it be and why?
A fake memory?
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn, I was going to bring it to, like, a real memory place, but if it's fake...
You know, everyone has a collective memory that you give them, but it's not real. What would you do?
Probably, like, honestly, just to, like... The only thing that really comes to my mind is, like, a nuke.
A nuke?
Like, everyone just, like, got new... Like, you know what I mean? Like, just... downtown
restarted.
Boston, you walk in, doing your thing down Boylston, all done, bow,
Right.
just for no reason.
Yeah,
Even though, like,
that'd be nuts.
you know what I mean? The person remembers it, but yet it didn't happen.
Never happened, yeah, right.
like, I
Dude,
don't know.
the amount of people on that thread that were like, everybody in the world owes me $20, or like, everyone in the world owes me $1. I was like, dude, it's not
That's
a
a good
horrible
one.
idea, but like, damn.
I know, right? you must be in a bad situation. I think we do some Would You Rather.
All right.
Wow, I'm going to lead Would You Rather today. That's a first for the pod.
Dude, I got a couple in the chamber too.
All right, you
Nope.
kick it off
You
then.
want me to kick it off?
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Would you rather... Hang on, let me make sure I read this the right way. Would you rather have 100 duck-sized elephants or one elephant-sized duck?
Oh. I'd rather have one elephant-sized duck, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like that'd be cool as shit. Just a big duck, because you ain't gonna worry, it ain't gonna hurt you.
Dude, his feet will be like huge.
Yeah, but
flapping his
ducks
wings everywhere and
Yeah,
shit?
but ducks ain't aggressive the way elephants can be.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You know
I was
what I
gonna
mean?
go with the elephants. I guess if you get stampeded by 100 of those little bastards, it wouldn't turn out so good.
Right, a duck's just gonna want to get away from you and go float
about that.
in the lake or some shit.
It's true. But how funny would it be to see 100 little elephants running around?
That'd be cool as
be
shit. Like
hilarious.
little elephants.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I fucks with that one. All right, I got. Would you rather have every material item you've ever lost in mint condition back, or back in your possession, or $25,000 cash? That's a tough one. 'cause
Every material possession I've ever owned
that you've lost.
that I've lost.
Yeah, like like if you say you had like a teddy bear from when you were a kid and like you lost it and like
Right.
you know what I mean?
You know what? I'm usually not like this, but I'd probably just take the cash, dude. Because I don't know what, there's nothing that I can think of that like right here, right now I'd want to replace because I either like lost it or misplaced. Like everything I feel like I've sold off that I don't want or like don't need or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going material things because I don't know. I've always been not materialistic in the way of like, oh, I have to have all the new Jordans and what, just materialistic where like, perfect example, my mom used to wear this North Carolina baseball hat.
Yeah.
Like that, like my mom would sleep with that shit on. My mom would go swimming with it. My mom did everything with this hat. So like all my really young childhood memories of like going to visit her in Pennsylvania when she lived there as a kid, she always had this hat.
Yeah.
So I forget how old I was when she gave it to me. And now, like, I know I have it somewhere, or maybe I don't anymore, but my point is that, like, I don't know why things like that mean a lot to me.
No, I mean, yeah, if you have something that was like passed down, like something, what the hell is it called?
Like
sentimental. Thank
yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah.
Like obviously, you can't replace that with cash. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever had something that was like super sentimental or like family heirloom status. I have some of my dad's old stuff and shirts and like jewelry and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like nice and safe, so I don't even think that there would be anything like from his stuff that I'd be looking for.
Because that's like where my mind went. Because like most of the material things I've ever lost or misplaced, for the most part, have been like sentimental things.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that makes sense. Cash ain't gonna replace that.
But that's what happens when you move around a million times your whole life.
Yeah, for real.
Like
Yeah.
even in like adulthood.
Yeah.
Like, even going from like where I was before to here, like there's some stuff where I'm like, I knew I packed it. Like I know I packed this shit. Where is it?
Well, or even still when you're moving and you're like, I'm good to get rid of this, and then like 6 months later you're
You
like, oh,
remember
damn, I
it,
really
yeah.
shouldn't have got rid of that.
Yeah,
Like,
no doubt. All right. Would you rather eat healthier and exercise every day and live up until your 90s, or eat whatever you want whenever and never really have to exercise and live up to your 70s?
probably 90s.
See-
Like I don't know, but like, dude, that 20-year difference, it's like all just like bullshit.
And not only that, like I wouldn't mind living into my 90s, but like what quality of life
That's what I'm
do I
saying.
have? Do
That's
I
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
quality of life? Because sure, if I can have a quality of life and live to my 90s, sure.
Yeah, but if you're like eating shit and not exercising, like how are you going to be at 65? You know, at 60, you know what I mean? So like even if you do make it to 70, the quality of that 70 is probably a lot worse than the quality of the 90. Or like the 88.
Right.
You know what I mean? Would you rather live in a treehouse or a cave?
Treehouse.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Well,
Climb up it every day?
Yeah, why not? Does the cave have windows and shit?
It's got a big front.
Yeah, but like I want at least up there in the treehouse you got views, window, like this is a fully furnished with a bathroom and everything.
I guess it's as furnished as you want your treehouse or cave to be.
Oh, facts. Then I'm doing the treehouse, no doubt.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I liked this one. Would you rather have your hearing sensitivity increase 10% or your touch sensitivity decrease by 10%?
Hearing increased.
Hearing increase?
Dude, I'm like half deaf. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I definitely am slightly hard of hearing, for sure. I agree on that one. Do you have one more?
I do, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
I'm already
Always.
always early.
Always.
I'm always early anyways. Like 97.8% of the time I'm early.
Yeah, when I pulled it, I was thinking like I'd probably always rather be late because I'm not like the biggest extrovert. So like I'd prefer if like the room was filled when I got there, and then I can just like mosey around rather than like being the one or two people there when people start showing up.
Right.
In like a social setting. But then when I was like everything, it's like, dude, you can't be 20 minutes late for everything in life. Like
No, work.
you got to be early.
Yeah.
Like, you have to.
Doctors that put surgery. Like
right.
you
Yeah.
gotta,
Have to. Be early.
No doubt. And I have one final question before we do the outro for you.
Okay.
And I guess this doesn't apply to you really anymore because for the most part you work from home, right?
Yeah, but I'd spent a good amount of time in the office until recently.
All right, good.
Yeah.
The first thing you do when you get home from work.
Oh, I mean, it's the High Level Podcast, dude.
Hey. All right, so that wasn't what my mind went to take a shit.
Yeah, that's definitely an option. Dude, I've been blessed with great bathrooms at work in my day.
Really?
Yep.
Not me so much. Some of the places I've worked, the bathrooms, especially when you like would have to share them with the customer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ugh, people are foul.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but that's definitely good. It's definitely one of the things I do before I go to work.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't want to do like your morning deuce at work.
You know
You
what?
want to do.
You
Nice
know what? I do it at work
privacy. Do you?
because like in the assisted living home, it's super fucking clean and like housekeeping
bet.
goes by like every hour to clean the
Sanitized,
bathrooms and stuff, and like they got spray and everything in there, and like yeah, I take my morning, and plus I'm out the door at like 4:35 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm not even ready to shit at that point.
Yeah, you gotta get your coffee and your nicotine.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Prime it.
But all right, so you know how we get down over here, guys. We had some fun today. This is a new thing, so going forward, if you guys didn't get the memo already, Vinnie P is going to be on the High Level Podcast every other episode, at least for now, going forward. Rayna is in nursing school, and I wanted to find a way to give her a little more time to dedicate to her studies, and so that she can one day become a nurse and make all the big bucks, so I can stay at home and just do a podcast and she can take care of me. So with that being said, just expect Vinnie P here every other week. And do you have anything you wanna say before I officially close it out?
No, I'm pumped to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm sure as this will go on, I'll get a little more loosened up. And but no, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the YouTube things.
Please do. If you guys are new here and you're just tuning in, we thank you guys for joining and tuning in. Everyone else who's been showing me all the love and us the love the past 9 weeks now. Again, broken record, but I'll always give the love back to you guys. I appreciate it. We appreciate it so fucking much. It means the world. For the new viewers, thank you as well. This is the High Level Podcast on YouTube. You can also find this pod everywhere that you find pods. So if you're a listener of the pod, not a watcher of the pod, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, you name it, we're out there. So why don't you guys go give us a little follow and a 5-star rating on those platforms as well. It really goes a long way. It means a lot. I really want to get those subscribers up, guys. So please, if you're new, subscribe. We have plenty of shorts and more content coming out and some more fun things to experience with me and Vinnie P every week. We're going to find a way to spice up the show, do something a little different for you guys when Rayna's not here. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.